Radical. Radical. Radical.
The grandest stage of them all, and no one's there. No one's there in person to watch. There's no reactions. There's no cutaways after a big move or anything like that. It just changes the entire viewing experience. I mean, who's going to subscribe to WWE Network to watch this WrestleMania? I just don't know. Even with Edge being back, and that's interesting, I don't know why. Some people might say delay it, postpone it, but there's a big question mark. We don't know how bad all this is going to be in a couple months. For all intents and purposes, it might be a lot worse in a couple months. So what do? Do you turn SummerSlam, maybe? Survivor Series? Do you turn that into WrestleMania? Do you stretch this thing out? Storylines. I mean, you could turn the whole thing into a storyline. You know, you could have the wrestlers say, you know what, I was going to whoop your ass, but they canceled WrestleMania. Do we even think that Raw itself, the episodes, SmackDown, that's not going to eventually be shut down? I mean, Vince doesn't rule everything. If everything spreads, there's so many questions about everything. Now, one thought is maybe you have WrestleMania and you have that be a stopping point. You know, maybe you have the WrestleMania and then maybe a Raw after WrestleMania. Okay. You start some new storylines. And everyone knows it's a show, right? All right. Kayfabe is gone. Everyone knows it's a show. So just stop. Just stop everything right where it is as far as the storylines. And just have dress rehearsals, which is basically what Raw is anyway. The whole thing is just fucking silly. And, you know, I'm a fan of wrestling. Okay? I'm into it. All right? A lot of people don't know that, but I'm into wrestling. I'm a fan of it. Mostly years past, but now I'm trying to slowly get back into it. But how weird it is, I'm slowly trying to get back into it, and then this happens. You know eventually what's going to happen, right? One wrestler is going to get this virus, and then that's going to be it. Because how do you do any WWE shows? Are you going to quarantine one person, and you got to take everyone else, quarantine them, right? What, are you going to postpone Raw and SmackDown for 2-3 weeks? Because really, you can have this thing for weeks and weeks and weeks and not even know it, not show any signs. So then what happens? Yeah. One more thing I'll talk about is Roman Reigns is apparently getting shit from some people for pulling out of WrestleMania. Hell, you know what? I'd probably pull out of WrestleMania too. If I recently had fucking leukemia, if I was immunely compromised, is Daniel Bryan going to be at this? I know he's had a lot of immune issues in the past. They can't be the only ones. Okay, if you are immunely compromised, or if there's problems and you've had health problems, the last thing you should do is put yourself in danger and be at WrestleMania. You know, rolling around in a ring, sweating with other people. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's no social distancing there. All right. You're right. You're not 6 feet away from each other. So what's it going to be in the future? It's going to be silly. What are they going to mandate? That they come out in rubber suits and mask? What are they going to be doing promos in like Sub-Zero mask or something like that? Shit's going to be silly. I understand. And I know a lot of you WWE fans are going to give me probably a lot of hate in the comment section and say, you know, we should continue as long as we can continue. But I'm getting mixed signals here. All right. How is the NBA and hockey and everything else going to shut down, but then sports entertainment continues? I mean, there's no one there. There's no one in the crowd. That should tell you right there that they shouldn't be going through with this shit. Okay, maybe a vacation. Hey, give everybody there a vacation. Give them a vacation. They deserve a vacation. Let all of them go and quarantine themselves. All right? You know, still pay them. You know, Vinnie Mac, still pay them. They deserve the money. But just let them stay at home. Let them social distance. Right? And then run some maybe classics. I know ESPN is running, I think, classic basketball games, classic football games and stuff like that. Just, you know, you have this large archive, have Monday Night Raw, just show old episodes. I know that's not popular. That is not going to be a popular opinion. But to me, it's just kind of embarrassing for them to continue with this charade. And that's what I'm calling it, just a charade. Yeah. I went kind of long there, but that's how I feel about this, you know? I tell you what I could do. And this might trigger a lot of people. Tell you what I could do. I could make up a mock-up WrestleMania. All right. I think there's a feature in WWE 2K19 where you could actually have the computer take on the computer. How about I make up a mock WrestleMania? Have AJ Styles and The Undertaker, Braun Strowman and Goldberg, and I do like a mock-up WrestleMania. I bet that would be more compelling than the actual WrestleMania. You know why? At least there's a fucking virtual crowd.